What's up, everyone? Spoilers for Boruto Chapter 79 are out, and what a crazy mental chapter this is going to be when it drops on Sunday. Major spoiler is Kawaki wishing to be in Boruto's shoes, and he says this with Ada in front of him because Ada, using her powers, was able to see Kawaki being chased by the Hidden Leaf, and she flies over to his location. And as she flies over to his location, he starts telling her about his wish of wanting to be the Hokage's son and wanting to protect Naruto and wishing that Boruto would be the outsider. So Ada uses her powers and she grants Kawaki's wish. Abdul on Twitter mentions that he doesn't really know what her abilities are other than this is the full use of her powers, and that she was able to rewrite people's memories of Boruto and rewriting it so that Kawaki would be an Uzumaki and Boruto would be the outsider, and that the whole village would look at him as the one who killed Naruto. Second spoiler is that Mitsuki uses his Sage mode and that he turns on Boruto. And the shocker is that Mitsuki, as we all know, his goal was to be Boruto's moon. You know, like he says that phrase of being the moon to Boruto's sun. And in this case, he attacks Boruto, and Sarada isn't affected by Ada's jutsu, which I guess this shows you that Sarada is going to be the counter to Ada's powers, which is likely that Sarada will be the one to take down Ada. But so far, this has been a really crazy spoiler. This chapter is going to be really mental when it comes out, and man, you gotta feel for Boruto. Now he loses his parents to Kawaki, who sent them to another dimension, and now your identity has been taken away from you. So look, even Himawari, she won't look at Boruto as her brother. She'll probably see that Kawaki was the only brother that she ever had. And if it's true that Boruto is the outsider, I wonder if in this case Boruto would be the one that was brought to the village by Naruto and Kara and all of that stuff. Boruto would be the one who would have that backstory, and Kawaki would be the one that was friends with Shikadai and the Academy arc and all that stuff. And man, and also, before I end the video, I want to say this: it's kind of really sad and twisted that this is what Kawaki was thinking inside him, inside his heart. Here is a guy that was brought home by Naruto. He was shown love by Boruto, Himawari, Hinata, and for the most part, they didn't treat him like, how people are mistreated when they're stepchild or adopted or things like that. They didn't really treat him that way. If Boruto in any way, shape, or form treated Kawaki like how people mistreat adopted kids or stepchild or things like that, if any of the Uzumakis treated Kawaki in any way, shape, or form, I would have said, what, Kawaki feeling jealous or feeling slighted or anything like that would be appropriate, or it would make sense. But no, nobody did that. They treated him with respect. They showed him love. And for Kawaki to then say, while he's being chased by the village, after what he did where he scarred Boruto's eye, for him to say, what, I wish I was in Boruto's shoes, it seems kind of really fucking twisted. Sorry for the swearing, but that's really sad. And it just shows you, what Jigen said about Kawaki, about how he will always have a chip in his heart, or a hole that won't be filled, because this is what was in his heart, where he wishes Boruto would be the outsider and that he was the one that is Naruto's soul son, and man, that's really sad. And now Boruto is probably the outsider, and at first I thought Sasuke would be unaffected, but now I think, from what it looks like, I think they're gonna slot in Kashin Koji, because Kashin Koji would be probably someone that's not affected by Ada's powers, and also he would know a thing or two about karma and the things that went on behind the scenes with Kara. But that's the end of my video. What do you guys think of the spoilers? Am I wrong? Is Kawaki, what his actions, does it make sense? Are you on Kawaki's side? You know, what do you guys think of the spoilers so far? Please share your thoughts and opinions, leave a like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.